That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, and getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught at the 10. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 43 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Haskins. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was blessed with no one who failed. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go and chill. I'm making a flip.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Denver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle
and a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Lockwood throw, caught by Hamler. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Haskins back to the air. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, it becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They run the option on second down. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. First and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal. Haskins got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. Haskins. Flush to his right. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He was no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Johnson now. Looking to throw on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They had a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now fourth down and 1.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The fullback wide, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards.
On second down, here's the option. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off down near the 5.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Extra point.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10. At their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Vince Williams on the tackle. A gain of 3.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And
he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Ready. 52. Hey, get in the weight room. 5'2" is the mic. Mike 5'2". Mike 5'2". Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Completion here to Claypool. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
4 on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And he's going to to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.